Hi Jay, it's great to have you joining us here at FTT DeFi event. Thank you very much, good to see you. Let's start with just telling a little bit about yourself and what you do at HSBC.
Yeah, thanks for having me here. It has been, it's a great honor to be kind of speaking with the community and the industry. So I am a lead development specialist at HSBC. Okay. I've been working at the bank since the last 6 years in the digital and transformation space. I've been instrumental in setting up a center of excellence back in Pune on distributed ledgers. We were one of the first leading banks or enterprises to do a production grade blockchain platform. It's called Digital World. It was mentioned by Forbes back in 2020 as the top 50 blockchain projects of the year. It's basically around safe custody of digital assets. We have around $20 billion worth of assets under our safe custody. We are even thinking about digital issuance of these assets on the chain itself. I have been in this space for quite some time. I also look after the financial resource management space at the bank, cybersecurity for my department, and recently I've started to look at some quantum use cases as well.
Okay.
And I think DLT with quantum, though it's a new combination, I think there is a lot of things to explore there. That's something on my radar.
Yeah, quite a lot going on there. So what's the most exciting trend that you're seeing here in DeFi today? Would it be DeFi with quantum, or is there other trends that you're seeing coming along that you're really excited about?
One of the most important things that I'm happy and excited about is that there was a trend where people thought that every problem in the world can be solved using blockchain, and people have tried to kind of understand the reality and practicality of where the technology can be applied, and having that has helped a lot for us in technology to communicate with the business to basically say these use cases make sense, these does not, and that trend has helped a lot. From a DeFi space in particular, I think one of the things, though the trend had hyped a lot but is now have come down around NFTs, non-fungible tokens, and I think it started around art, but there's a lot of big application around NFTs in identity management, in things like doing things around governance and documentation, like can issue an NFT for your driving license, issue NFTs for KYC, like doing distributed KYC, right? Don't need to go to different banks to do your KYC if you have it as an NFT. So I think that idea of non-fungible tokens within the DeFi space is something that kinds of excites me a lot. And on top of that, the composability of the DeFi world, right? You can bring together different applications and build new products out of it. Mm-hmm. One thing that fintechs have been able to do quite nicely is the distribution of these digital assets. And I think the next wave of innovation will come in manufacturing of these products. And I think DeFi will play very important role in bringing new kinds of financial innovation in terms of the products that we have never seen in the past.
Yeah, amazing. And what do you think HSBC will do in particular around retail adoption, that next wave of adoption of crypto assets? Is there anything in your pipeline that you're working on?
So, crypto has been on our radar since its inception, but there are two reasons why we have been passive and not very active around it. One is the asset class is very volatile, and two, it's being in a regulated industry, right? We have we need to respond to the regulators, to our stakeholders, to our shareholders, to our customers. And from that perspective, we still are not comfortable in recommending our customers to basically get into that space. Yes, if you want to experiment, you can experiment with the technology. It's very interesting, it's there to stay. But from a commercial adoption perspective, I think it's not yet that mature for a bank like us to kind of get involved. And also from a global perspective, right, being a global bank, being in multiple jurisdictions, it also makes it for us a bit more difficult to get into a space that is not a lot regulated. Right, yeah. So I think with more regulations coming in, with the asset class being more stable as compared to not this volatile, where you have less amount of noise in terms of Ponzi schemes, in terms of more education that we are trying to do with our customers, I think that will help build that risk appetite for us to get into the retail crypto space.
Do you think you'd see it as a bit of a duty of care in a way to sort of help the customer get into that, to support the customers into that? Like as we see it, there's a raft of customers already in that space, and they're good, but that next raft, they need that help and that education and that support. Is that something that you'd see, HSBC provided, or is
so as I answered the earlier question, I think because it's very volatile, because we ourselves don't understand the nature of the asset class completely, that makes us uncomfortable in recommending it to our customers. We obviously are looking into things where we can support our customers, educate them. We are looking into institutional custody of digital assets. We might also want to roll it out to our retail customers as well. But I think advising them on this asset class, or telling them, or providing research on this asset class, I think we ourselves need to do more research and understand the risk model of the entire asset class to kind of be comfortable in doing something, because we want to have that accountability and ownership if we get into it, that if something goes wrong, we can shield the best interests of our customers.
Understood, yeah, fully agree. Well, Jay, it's been very good to meet you. Thank you very much for your time.
Same here,
Thank you very much, all the best. Thanks, Eddie.